So I'm really wanting to have you on this morning to talk about some things at Mitchell One and what's going on, and also some benefits of the customer service part of the industry. We tend to forget when we look at buying an SMS system or subscribing to a CRM company or a marketing company or whatever. We're looking at today's needs, and the question is, are you using somebody that's skilled and talented and knows how to give you service and knows how to take care of people? And when Marcus and I were talking, he said, you know what, let's ask Alec to come on with us and talk about what he does and talk about what's going on at Mitchell One and what the world is doing. And Marcus, tell us what you want to share, and then we'll throw Eric out throw him out in front of the bus.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Well, Jim, thank you for that introduction. And yes, Jim and I, ATI Universe and members, Jim and I spent a lot of time, talking about, how, Mitchell One really helps to serve our community in the automotive industry. And so as Jim, dropped an Easter egg, Jim has been part of the Mitchell One family and worked with us for years. And so it's really exciting. It's always exciting. And I thank Jim and ATI and all of you in the ATI universe for allowing us some time to really talk about some of the things that we do well. Jim, if I may, I have a couple of slides. Can I share my screen?
You may share your screen.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
All right.
And because if anybody doesn't realize it, I've been friends with Marcus for almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years.
It's
been
a pretty cool thing.
It's been my pleasure to be a part of, this experience. And Jim is amazing, as you guys already know. So, folks, hopefully everybody can see my screen. Jim, can you confirm that you can see my screen?
I can see your screen. It says Social CRM Product Review, Essential Together.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. And Essential Together is really, what we mean, when we talk about what Mitchell One tries to do in our industry, right? We want to, help the members, help automotive shop owners really run their business efficiently. And I'm sure that a lot of the members out here know that, Mitchell One is really synonymous with being, number one in the repair information space, as well as the shop management space. But, kind of maybe even a lesser known point is that we do digital marketing and we actually do it well. We've been doing digital marketing for the last 20 years. And so I wanted to share a few slides and a few highlights about what we do and how we offer value to you as shop owners out there. So, first and foremost, I always say that we have the most comprehensive digital marketing solution. Now, I know that sounds like a shtick or a line or whatever the case may be, but the fact remains that, there are multiple facets of marketing and the customer experience that you guys at the shops need to satisfy. And so what I have here on the screen is just a couple of lines to talk about the offering and what we offer to the marketplace. We have a couple of different product tiers. As you can see here, we have Social CRM. It's all about helping you guys as shop owners establish deep relationships with the customers, right? We have a ton of different feature sets. Then we have a second tier called Local Search, and it's really all about helping you expand your online presence on the internet. And then lastly, we have our Google Ads solution, which is about, beating out the competition with paid search advertising. And those are really the things that we excel at and we focus on when we're working with great shop owners like yourselves on this call here. Now, as I stated earlier, we have the number one shop marketing or shop management, solution out in the industry, Manager SE. And I'm sure we have a lot of SE users out here, watching this session today. But, I want to talk about some of the things that Manager and Social CRM do well together. The sweet spot, the magic of having Manager SE and Social CRM work together. It's really something that we're excited about and we're excited to share. So first and foremost, obviously we have a seamless integration because we manage both solutions, because we create and build both in-house. We have a seamless integration with our digital marketing. And obviously some of the things that we want to provide to you guys are instant access to your customer information and insights to those customer experiences. Now, we'd be remiss if we didn't stop to talk about reviews and customer feedback and the fact that we know that people are sharing their experiences out there in the internet. And so it's super important for shop owners to stay engaged and stay on top of that. And so we have real-time notifications of those reviews that we help you capture so that you can know what people are saying, and you can also engage with them easily and simply. And then the engagement tools, I'm going to show you guys a video, a really quick video, just showing you guys some of the things that we're doing to help you guys with managing reviews and engaging with your customers. And then, as Jim stated earlier, we have Alec Bartley. He's going to actually talk about the support element and the fact that along with the solutions that we provide, you also get a dedicated support agent that's going to help walk you through all of the things that we provide and make things easy for you. And Alec, I'm not going to take his muster, so I'll let him talk through that when we get there. So the first thing I want to share with you guys, a couple of quick videos, okay? A couple of really quick videos. The first video is going to show the experience of a consumer filling out a review, okay? Now this is based on our solution. And so you can see that there are a couple of different review options. We had the Google review option, the Facebook review option. We also have a proprietary review option with a reputations and ratings and reviews company called ShareCritic. Now you saw how quick it was to build out the review. The review is done. The customer is ready to hit save. And immediately after that customer saves that review, on the shop side, they're going to see a notification in Manager, that little star there. Now that star is going to indicate that there's a brand new review. So every time a customer fills out a review, that star is going to populate right in Manager. And so you don't have to leave Manager SE to do so. And that's going to give the shopper, you guys, the ability to read and respond to those reviews with a few simple clicks. Super simple. And that video was probably less than, a couple of seconds there. And it gave the shop owner in this sample video the ability to click that star when it appeared, read the review. And then as I'm highlighting here, what we're also doing is using advanced technology to create thoughtful responses automatically based on the sentiment of that review. So if someone shared a not so great experience or a super great experience, right, we're going to actually create a response for you in our system and allow you to adjust and customize if you so choose. So, Jim, those are some of the great things that we're doing right now on the CRM side, tied with Manager SE. I could talk about this for hours, but I wanted to just kind of hone in on a few key new features and connections. So
perfect.
What say you, Jim?
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Well, folks, now obviously, we're offering up these services, and we do know that, you guys out there running your shops, it's a busy day. You guys spend time connecting with customers, spend time working with your technicians, fixing cars, etc. Right? And so it's important for you guys to have support. When you sign up for Mitchell One Social CRM, you are going to have support. We actually call it proactive, dedicated support. And when I say proactive, dedicated support, I truly mean that. We are making outreach every time someone signs up to keep them engaged with the services, keep them abreast of the activities and the actions of what's happening. And the dedicated support rep will act as a coach as well. So with that being said, I'm actually going to allow Alec to take over. He has some cool stuff to talk about. He's going to give you more details than I can. Actually, Alec is the current dedicated support rep, and so he's in the call center now. So you're getting kind of a live, direct report from our call center. So, Alec, what say you, sir?
Yeah, thank you, Marcus. So I'll kind of play off a few things Marcus was talking about, dive a little deeper into it. First and foremost, at the base level, I'm going to kind of play off something a shop owner said to us recently, is that every shop is a little different. But if there's anything everyone knows as a shop owner, it's you guys are busy. So every shop's run a little different. Besides the base level of, fix cars, make money, every shop is run a little different. It has a different culture, different goals, different needs from our program. So one of the main things, honestly, besides the proactive support, is the customization. We're constantly adding features, improving features we already have. making things easier for you guys as shop owners to get things done. And so with new features, sometimes we have to coach you up, make sure you know that they exist. So besides just a proactive support, it's proactive coaching on how to use the program, make sure where you're getting your money's worth with, the least amount of effort and time investment on your side. And beyond that, proactive support is one thing, obviously, like Marcus was touching on. We're reaching out to you every month, every few weeks. We're putting together a plan of action with you. Hey, I like to send out every month, I like to send out an email blast, or I like to send out a text blast, whatever it may be. Your support agent's going to reach out to you. You're going to have a schedule. You're going to have a rapport. You guys are going back and forth. And it's almost kind of like having another employee in your shop. They kind of know what's going on. They're learning with you, figuring out what works for you specifically. And you're going to kind of develop that relationship, which is a really cool part of it. You kind of start looking forward to that call, oh, Marcus is giving me a call. I know it's about that time of the week. He's going to have some things for me. He's going to go over a few things with me. So that's really a big part of it too. We're not just throwing all these features at you and saying, figure it out. We're right there with you. We're trying to align with your goals and figure out what you need to do with the program. So customization obviously is big, proactive, and then also being reactive. We're reaching out to you, but if something comes up, we're right there. You're not going into a long queue talking to some random person. You have your guy or your gal that you call, and that's who you talk to, and they're going to be there. And that's a big part of it too, is kind of understanding what's going on with your shop. And beyond that, I think it's important to remember that having a support agent there really helps you with kind of simplifying your day, right? We have a lot of features in our program that are there to help you get things done with less time investment. So that's a big part of it as well. And yeah, beyond that, it's really just about having a partner in your corner, someone that's there for you, kind of teach you how to use the program, because there's a lot of features. We're constantly adding things that are, meant to kind of help you build your online presence. Marcus touched on reviews a little bit. That's a whole complicated world. We understand online marketing isn't something you're focused on fixing on cars. You're not focused on all this other, the stuff that goes along with it. That's what we're here for. So we have a lot of features there that kind of help you, guide you along that process as well. But yeah, all in all, it's a partnership. We're here to help you guys. We're constantly adding features, and we're learning with you, and we're trying to grow with you and grow your business. And that's kind of what it's all about, is growing your business and making it as easy as possible. And yeah, beyond that, I mean, that's really, the foundation of the program, I would say.
Well, and you actually hold somebody's hand while they're learning some of this stuff, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, you the first time you come over, we're setting up trainings, figuring out exactly why you signed up. Hey, what are your goals? What are you trying to get out of it? We can kind of tailor that training to make sure we're focusing on those things. And then beyond that, if we have to schedule out some time to go over specific features more in depth, we're going to do that. If you want to hone in on this feature over here, all right, cool. Let's schedule some time. We'll dive into it, really figure it out. And then on the other side of that, kind of how I was saying, we're always coming up with new features as well, releasing new features. We're not just releasing them and hoping you figure it out. Hey, your agent's going to reach out. Hey, we got this cool new feature, these automated review responses. We have this new technology. Let's get in there and set it up. They're going to reach out to you, coach you up on it, customize it for you. If you want to fully automate it, if you want to get your hands on it, whatever you want to do, they're going to show you how to do that.
Very cool.
Yeah, Alec, you touched on something really quick, and I wanted to kind of ask you to talk about that just a little bit more. You had stated, hey, you can automate it, right? And you said, hey, so earlier in the presentation, folks, I showed you guys the video on how we, give you notification of the reviews, and then the easy way that you can just click a button and then we'll serve up a review response. But Alec, you said that the folks can automate that, right? So what I showed was the fact that, hey, the shop owner, you're going to click a button or click two buttons to do that. But we made updates and changes that make it even much more easier. Can you talk about the automation a bit, Alec?
Yeah. So, as we're constantly adding new features, with our partnership with SureCritic, our review platform, one of the big recent ones that came out, is the automated review responses. So kind of what Marcus was touching on there, he showed you the suggested response that pops up. You can publish it, make edits to it, and it kind of gives you a starting point on reviews, or responses to reviews rather. But what we also have is we can set it up for you, again, kind of going back to the goal of saving time, but allowing you to accomplish more, is we can set it up for you where we have a set schedule, whatever you prefer. There's different frequencies of postings that we can do where, let's just say, for example, once a week, our system will go in there, pick a positive review that you had gotten recently, throw it out to all your socials, your Google, your Facebook, your SureCritic page, of course, your review page, and it will publish a response for you. You don't even have to go in there, and mess around. You don't have to log in. You don't have to take time out of your day. The system will go through, it'll post it for you. You can even adjust, the settings for how your review responses come out. Do you want yours to be a little more kind of personable? Do you want them to have a little more humor in them? Do you want them to be a little more straight to the point? Hey, thank you. We appreciate your feedback. You can even customize those responses so it fits your personality exactly. And then, we can set it up so it's just going out, hitting all your online engagement for you and kind of making that happen without you having to even do anything besides the initial setup process that you do with your agent.
Beautiful, beautiful. And thanks for, jumping into the details of that. Folks, that's just an illustration of, the innovation, that we take seriously here at Mitchell One. And it's also an illustration of the fact that we actually got to the automation component of it pretty quickly because we heard from shop owners and they said, hey, this is great, but if I didn't have to click a button, that would make it even better. And so we heard that, when we rolled out the feature and we said, okay, well, you don't necessarily have to click a button. Once you get comfortable with the responses that we serve up for you, you can put it on autopilot and we can actually just get these things going for you automatically. And Alec and his peers do that, activate the automation, day in and day out for our shop owners. So thanks for sharing that, Alec. Now, folks, I've got a couple of more, talking points here, and again, thank you, Alec. I kind of want to wrap our session up by talking about just some overarching value behind, for you guys to know why you would actually select our digital marketing services, versus the field, right? Because I know there's some, a lot of great options out there. But, for us, we feel like we have a couple of key points that, could actually lean towards Mitchell One as being your valued marketing provider. And that would be what I just talked about, a fully integrated experience with Manager SE. Okay. So, we're serving up those responses, those review notifications directly in Manager. So you don't have to leave Manager to manage those reviews. We also have a couple of different features that we didn't talk about. Okay. But, I just want to drop, an Easter egg there for you guys to let you know that we have communication touch points with your customers on behalf of your business along the way. And we do those things automatically too. We have email connections, we have text message connections, and additional review services. So we do things based on the information in your management system. And so you don't need to press an extra button, to execute some of these communications. We're going to thank your customers for you. We're going to remind them of appointments. We're going to allow you to schedule appointments directly in Manager. Those are a lot of the things that we're doing, that we feel like we excel at. And then the way we manage our reviews, as well as some of the additional engagement tools. We talked about the responses, so I won't dig in deep to that. But we also have a second chance or a second bite at the apple process, what we call is rescore. Meaning that if you get a not so great review from a customer, we actually have a concern resolution path for you to take as a shop owner. You don't have to just live with that actual not so great review. We have a rescore process, and folks like Alec and the other agents would walk shop owners and managers through that process to show you how easy it is to get a second bite of that apple. Okay. And then, Alec touched on it, but we do provide content for your Google business profile. So the more content that we can get out there on behalf of your business, the more relevant you're going to be on Google. And so we leverage those reviews in different ways so that we can post that stuff directly on your Google business profile. Again, another thing that folks like Alec and his team will actually help with. If you guys didn't know, we build websites. All right. So we create, professional websites that are out there on the internet, providing value to shop owners like you guys, and actually getting a ton of eyes and views on them. So we do websites, we actually host for you guys, we do domains for you guys, and we don't have any hidden or setup fees. All right. So there's nothing that we're going to tack on once you sign up and we give you your number or your monthly number that you would pay for it. We're not going to tack on anything on top of that. So we host for you. We get a domain for you, or if you have a domain, we'll be able to utilize that domain in most cases, but we're not going to tack on any additional fees. It's just not what we do. And then what Alec talked about, the proactive outbound dedicated support, he's just one example of the folks that are on the phones, the professionals that are on the phones available to help shop owners like yourselves get through this marketing experience. And then for us, I think it probably goes unsaid, and sometimes it gets overshadowed, but here at Mitchell One, we've been in the industry for 100 years. So we know how shops run just like you guys. We spent tons and tons of time with expert shop owners and professionals like you guys, and partnerships like ATI, to really learn more and stay on top of what you guys need and what you want. And then lastly, folks, we feel like our marketing services, we have the best price for the value. We offer a ton of services for a really fair price. Okay. So I wanted to wrap up our session with that before we open it up for questions or any thoughts. But folks, that's really what we're doing here at Mitchell One. Like I said, it's a callback to the beginning of this session. We have the #1 repair information in the industry, the #1 shop management system in the industry. And again, if you didn't know, we have a high value digital marketing service that tacks right on top of our shop management system called SocialCRM. And Jim, I'll send it back to you so you can ask us some questions. Thank you, guys.
Well, so SocialCRM, I just want to let everybody know that it's a great system. It's a great product. It's a great CRM product. There are other great CRM products out in the market. Now, one of the differences, and a big difference, it's a huge difference, is that Mitchell One, we have a majority of our members are still using Mitchell One. A majority of the shops in the country are using Mitchell One because it is very reliable. And we've all heard the shiny penny thing about, I need to switch to this one because it's 100% online or whatever. Don't kid yourself. There's a lot to be said for a legacy system. But the really nice piece about this, and this is what gets me excited, is that all of the other CRM companies, no matter who your shop management company is, you're still having to go through an API to integrate with them. They weren't designed for that system. They were designed as a standalone. And by the way, by using this API connection, we used to call it, before all this terminology, a backdoor. Before this terminology, before you would have to go online and then link in. This is the only that I know of, one that truly works 100% integrated with a shop management system without going through an API or a backdoor. And so when you look at that, you say, wow, this really does leave a lot of space to not have errors. It's really easy for Mitchell One to give a discounted price or a lower price when you're bundling it with the management system, because it's less billing, it's less customer service, it's less issues of the clunky put it together thing. So that's really important. And of course, Alec telling us about what they do and his department does. Liz, thanks for joining us. So that was my big thing, is it's the integration. That integration thing is huge. There's nothing, I'm going to say this the wrong way, Marcus, I'm sorry. It's not rocket science. It's the less steps you have to make, the less chance of error.
Well, that's right. I always say one rooftop, one workflow, right? Everything is under one rooftop and it's a singular workflow, and it makes it that much easier. So thanks for supporting that message. And that's really what we wanted to talk about today, is that we're fully integrated. We make it easy for you. And as easy as it is, we also have dedicated support, and they make it that much easier for you. So that's our story here today, Jim.
Thank you. And Alec, can we call you direct and yell at you when we got questions?
Yeah, I might send you over to Marcus, but yeah, we can start there. We can start there.
That's me. I'm the buffer. I'm the two B's. I'm the boss and the buffer. So I'll take both of them. You could use my email if you got to yell at somebody. And if you're yelling too much, I will pass you along to Alec because he's good at taking those as well. So
I will say that, and this is a really important thing, is that as long as Mitchell's been around, the customer service part of it has always been a priority. Even through the 3 presidents that I've known at the company, it's still be the service and the support part that's always gotten the most. Every company thinks about selling more, but it really is a customer service thing as well. So
shop owners are customers. The experience matters, and we care that much that we bolster up our support to ensure that you have the best experience possible. So, all right, Jim.
Questions from anybody?
Anybody have questions for us?
You did well.
We try.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I've had several customers come in and unfortunately missed the bulk of what you guys talked about. So can I watch this again? We're very new to ATI, like a month in.
It will be, this will be posted in 2 places. It'll be posted in Overdrive. There's a place where you click on where you came in. There's a place to find it there. And this also, all of our partners have their own page in what we call the partner section of Overdrive. And if you click on that and you scroll down to Mitchell 1, because they're alphabetical, and that's an incredible way to do things, right? You will see the link, and it'll be posted there, not today, but in the next couple of days.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks for being part of our family.
Yeah, I'm excited to learn. And then I saw this was Mitchell 1, and it's the program we use. And so I just hated that I missed the bulk of what you had to say.
I know. It's, you know what, those customers, they keep coming, and we just can't do anything about it.
Well, I wanted to thank you for being a valued Mitchell customer. We definitely appreciate that. And I can throw my information back up on the screen. Hopefully you jotted it down, but I can throw it right back up if you want to put you want to take this information down. I'm happy to answer any questions for you. Do you see the email address there?
You're there. You're fine.
Yep.
All right. Perfect. Yeah.
She got it. Okay.
Happy to answer questions or have any level of discussion that you'd like to have.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Thanks
Okay,
for being
Jim.
here. And, Alec, you need to try really hard, but I think that we may get your name on the Hawaii list maybe, but that goes way up high in the boardroom. So.
Just tell me what palms I need to grease.
Indeed. Hey, thank you. Thanks, ATI. Thanks, everybody. And I will see some of the folks in Hawaii in a few months. So talk soon.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye now.